Liz Kotalik, how you doing?
Pretty good. It's been a morning.
It has been a morning because, well, love was kind of in the air today, or should I say love was above the freeway?
Yeah, I guess it was in the air, yeah.
Talk about your story this morning.
Okay.
And I'll play some video over the top here.
All right. So around 5:30 this morning,
Okay.
there was a situation on the freeway that was described to us as a police situation. So we have an ADOT camera that is always pointed in this direction of the I-17 around Bethany home. And so these cameras are always running. So we went and looked at this camera, and we saw a couple people on top of this bridge. And of course, our first concern, our first instinct here is, oh my goodness, like, what are these people doing? Like, is this about to be a really tragic situation here? But then upon further examination, it looked like they were, having a little
They were trying to,
time.
yeah.
They were, doing
trying to
their
get
business.
a little,
Yeah, getting all romantic up there. So, yeah, so we were kind of watching.
And what time was this around?
So around 5:30.
Okay.
Around that time. So, both of them ended up making it down, but not before DPS had to shut that whole portion of the freeway down, the northbound lanes. Pretty much, I mean, not right in the middle of rush hour traffic, right in the beginning of it.
Yeah,
a lot of people
sure,
on the roads. Phoenix Fire was on scene, Phoenix Police was on scene, DPS on scene. A whole bunch of people had to respond to this as they watched these people get down, making sure that they were safe. And
this was the guy, and then this kind of just sums it all up here, huh? He's like, wow, busted.
Yeah.
This is the look of busted.
Well, and then the woman, she, because when we got
There's
on scene,
the woman.
there she is. So when we got on scene, this is what we saw, the aftermath
Okay.
of it. And so the woman was kind of just up and taking a couple sips of water here
Yeah,
and there.
she was very like, this happens every other week to me. Yeah.
Well, and when I later talked to her, does is she said that she normally goes up there and kind of self-reflects, and it's her kind of zen space up there on the pedestrian bridge overlooking I-17, and so she, I don't know, seems unfazed by all of this.
Yeah, she was.
Where her friend seemed a lot more embarrassed. So they got down safely, and we were on scene for about like 10-15 minutes. They were talking to police, and then they were issued citations for trespassing and let go, and that's when we were able to talk to them.
I gotcha. And they were,
or at least to her,
they were. Let's just play that right here.
Okay.
And we'll listen in.
Were you having sex?
No, we were going to, but no.
I mean, embarrassed? Or what's going through your head right now?
I think it's pretty awesome.
You think it's awesome?
Yeah, but I'm not. This isn't awesome, and like the traffic got to stop is not awesome. But what we were gonna do was gonna be awesome.
And there it is.
What we were going to do was going to be awesome. So she told me that they weren't having sex yet, that they were about to, that they had their clothes on. DPS saying, as far as they could tell, they had their clothes on. But from some of the earlier video that we were seeing, it did not look like that.
Were you surprised that she was willing to talk?
Yes. Are you kidding me? Normally, I get shut down all the time by people in these sorts of situations. So we're like, might as well. I mean, we'll go up and ask her. But then she's like, hey, my name's Magenta, and here's my story. And yeah, she said, like I mentioned
Now, at this
before,
point, was the guy long gone?
He was kind of in the side, off to the side, just kind of going like this the whole time. He did not say a word, did not want to be on camera. We don't know his name. We just know her name is Magenta.
Wow. So a lot of people would describe this, if this ever happened to them, as probably the worst time of their lives. And she's doing interviews.
Oh yeah, just no care in the world. I'd be like, my mom is gonna kill me. But no, she was just willing to talk about it, which was a huge surprise.
Yeah, and maybe talk about, as a reporter, when you get on scene, you don't know what the story, how the story is going to unfold, and maybe talk about just some of the ways these stories unfold like this, where you just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, when we were driving up, when we were first told to go to this scene, we were hearing someone's on the bridge. And, immediately you're just, this is about to be an awful morning. And so we drive up to the scene, we get ready to go and do a live shot, and we see these two people, sitting there, and we were super confused. And right before my live shot, I get a call from my executive producer, hey, by the way, we've been watching, and we think that they might have been,
getting
so it went from this, like, preparing myself for this tragic situation to just the most ridiculous thing that you could possibly imagine. But, you know, we laugh about it, but at the same time, this was such a waste of resources.
Yes.
DPS, police, and fire all having to be there, having to shut this huge freeway down.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that it was dangerous.
Yeah.
This thing's about
Look
30
at this
feet
thing.
high. Yeah, they could have fallen not only onto the ground, that would have been lucky if they fell into the ground and not onto the freeway, you know, with all these cars are.
And how much was the citation, did they say? Or
They didn't say.
No.
They didn't say. It was a trespassing citation that they both got. We didn't get that detail. They left before that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I wonder, it looks dangerous just trying to get up to this spot.
And we were right under there because we went after a couple of our live shots. We went and looked. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah.
And she does it by herself apparently all the time. I don't know how.
Wow.
Yeah. But there was also this moment too that we were watching when she was coming down because when they got caught, he hightailed it out of there.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Like, bye.
Yeah, bye.
He left, and she was kind of more struggling the whole time. He didn't even try to help her, but there was this moment where she dropped her purse onto a police officer that we have.
Oh.
We have it. I don't know if you can, but we have it on.
Let's see if we could find it.
The police officer's okay.
Okay. Do you recognize any of these shots?
Maybe go up. Maybe not.
Okay.
Hmm.
Was he okay?
He's okay. It's in my story tonight if you want to watch it.
There we go.
If
Nice.
you want to watch it, fine.
I like that tease.
Yeah. But it was just the whole thing's just ridiculous. Everyone's okay. Everyone's safe, but it was just quite a morning.
And this should teach a lesson to everyone. There's cameras on you all the time when you're out in public, right? I mean, this just shows you if you're getting caught on a pedestrian bridge, there's times where you don't even know you're on camera.
Well, the Department of Transportation in most big cities, really everywhere, has freeway cameras along all of these big stretches of interstate.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this was, I don't think she ever realized that, but yeah, that camera's rolling all the time.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if they went home and kind of rekindled something there. Or...
I don't know.
Yeah,
and
or
I don't care. These people are crazy.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
I could just imagine you though with when she was willing to talk. You're probably like in your head like, this is awesome, this is great, but why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was probably stupid to talk to the media, you know, after something like that, and then to say your quote in all of this was, "It was awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good way
And
to brand yourself.
And what we were going to do was awesome. So, well, there we go. Well, it just shows you just never know what your story's going to be.
Never know. Life of a morning reporter.
Yes, there you go. Well, thank you so much, Liz,
Yeah.
for describing your weird kind of day you had.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much.
Yeah,
you
no
have a good
problem.
one. And we're
Thank
going to
you.
look at the white.